Hi everyone, Shalini here from Legally Shalini. I am doing a series of Facebook Lives over the next couple of weeks, basically talking about different situations that come up with my clients and, sharing some tips and wisdom so that it may help you or someone in the operation of their business to make it a little bit more ease and grace and a little less stressful, because the solopreneur life can be quite a journey and we have ups and downs, and it always helps to have some kind of, sharing of wisdom from lawyers and from other professionals in the field. So today the topic is collaborations, and I've been dealing with a number of clients who are either entering a collaboration, thinking about working with somebody else, or a collaboration that's gone off the rails a little bit. On Facebook, and particularly in the groups, we tend to meet a lot of people. We tend to like a lot of businesses. We tend to, really enjoy the relationships. And quite often we just decide that would be a fabulous person to work with. And remember, the relationship has been kind of viewed online and you've had exchanges of emails and you probably haven't met each other or worked together before. So a collaboration may be a shared event. It may be a summit. It may be a podcast. It could be a shared promotional event. It could be any one of those things that result in either a joint venture or a partnership arrangement between you and somebody else. So there's a couple of things that I have learned in the process, and that I also discuss with my clients. The first, which is kind of like an overarching thing, is the vision and goals that you have for your business, and whether it actually aligns with that of the person that you are seeking to collaborate with. That's one thing. And of course, you may be talking online and it may appear that both of you share the same vision and goals for your business, or complementary vision and goals. But just be aware, it's probably good to do a little bit more research into the background of the person that you are seeking to work with, to make sure that what you see is really what you're getting, and that you feel very comfortable with the direction or the basis on which they are building their business, because it's really going to affect how you work together. The second thing that I sort of work through with the clients is the relationship itself. I mean, the collaborative relationship. I would generally suggest that you look into it and ask yourself, is it really necessary for your business to have that relationship? I mean, we get so excited about collaborating because we really like our peers and our colleagues and our supporters in business. But it pays to look into your business and see whether, in fact, you need this collaboration to move forward in business, or is it something that you're doing because you're just a nice person and it'd be a nice thing to do for somebody. And if that is the case, that's okay, but just know that that's going to be more like a pro bono thing than something that's going to bring you some kind of return to your business, or that is needed for the growth of your business. The other thing that I would flag in terms of relationships is, are you both a good match in terms of resources and reputation? So is one party going to be holding up the other party, or are your reputations of equal stature? Is one going to complement the other? It's okay if you're not at the same growth level. Quite often we collaborate because it's going to help our business. But just be aware of the strengths and weaknesses that each of you are bringing to the relationship, so that it's clear to both of you that why you were there, and there are no surprises at the end where one party may feel that the other party did not contribute enough, etc. The other thing that I have quite lengthy discussions with is about work ethic and attitude towards business, and negotiation and problem solving. So this comes very much into looking at the communication style that you have and that you respond to. So when you are thinking of collaborating with somebody, look at their communication style. Is it something that you respond to really well? Some people communicate very openly, other people prefer everything in writing. Their communication skills may be a little formal, you may be quite informal. It can be, honestly, one of the biggest issues that arises when a collaboration does go off the rails is the complaint that the other party isn't talking to me. So you need to kind of address this first up, is in your communications and the lead up to a collaboration, how comfortable have you been and how sure are you that the communication style being used is something that you're going to respond to and that's going to work for both parties? And what kind of process do you have in place to communicate about the collaboration itself? I often recommend that, you know, if you're going into a formal collaboration of some sort, that you do decide to have a process for communication. So all decisions maybe are formalized in an email, and that you keep a record, or that you have designated times for business meetings and discussions for the collaboration, and that you try to keep informal or ad hoc discussions to a minimum, just so that, you know, there's a trail, there's understanding, there's clarity about the communication that you're having. The other thing that we come across, or I come across in managing collaborations for clients, is the issue of money and the contribution that people are bringing to a collaboration. Sometimes money is not involved, but in terms of like a financial investment. But if there is a financial investment, you know, look into that. Be very sure that your business can actually support that investment. Go and talk to your finance person. If the contribution is unequal, check in with yourself and your business structure to see that the way the financial contribution is worked out is something that you're happy with, and that it's something that is not going to cause resentment or lead to some sort of difficult situation down the track. So it's very important that your business is in a sort of a reasonably stable state for you to enter into a collaboration with somebody else, and that their business has a reasonable stability. Stability is a arbitrary word. I mean, what I might consider stable may not necessarily be the same benchmark that somebody else has. I'm just putting it out there that you really. It's really about doing due diligence, about, you know, making some inquiries about the stability and the ability of another party to actually deliver into that collaboration. The other thing that I would bring to the attention of clients is risk management. If you do everything you can to research the collaboration, to find out everything you can in terms of, aligning your values and your mission and your goals with each other, matching the relationship in terms of, your what you bring to the table, your strengths, your weaknesses. If you work through the financial contribution of each party, and if you're very aware of the communication style and everybody is clear on what is happening and how it will happen and how you'll communicate, then discussions become easy and you welcome them with the other party, especially when there are things to be discussed or something does not go as planned. If for some reason, though, something cannot be negotiated out of or discussed out of, it's important to have a dispute resolution process in place, and there are different ways of doing this. Mediation is one, a formal process that all parties are aware of is another. So, when you have covered all these things in working out how you're going to roll out a relationship with another party, the success of your collaboration is increased like 5 or 10-fold, because you're working together as opposed to working against each other when things might get a little bit difficult. So I hope that that's kind of helped you get some idea of what collaborations should look like for you and how they should roll out. The takeaway things are, of course, that you look at your vision and goals in relation to what the other business is doing, that you have some review process in place for the progress of your collaboration and communications, that you look at the relationship and see whether it's actually necessary for your business and if you're well matched, that your financial contributions are, you're happy with it, they're as reasonably equivalent as can be, and that your communication styles and your dispute resolution process is in place. So hopefully, you've been able to, I guess, look at all of that and find a little bit more, I guess, confidence in engaging with other entrepreneurs and to collaborate. I have got a worksheet or a checklist that can help you with planning a collaboration, or if you're already in a collaboration, to go over it and see that you've covered the bases so that your collaboration can be assured of success. So that's it for now. Until next week, when I cover something else that I have come across during the week. Bye for now.